Good morning. I mumbled groggily, blinking at the bright screen of my phone. As my vision cleared, my heart nearly stopped. 9:15. Oh no no no, I am late. Panic shot through me like lightning as I jumped out of bed, scrambling to get ready. I rushed into the bathroom, barely washing my face, brushing my teeth, before throwing on the first office outfit I could find. There was no time for breakfast. Not that I have much in my fridge anyway. Living alone meant skipping meals more often than I should. But today I had bigger problems, like the fact that my boss Min Yoongi, the coldest CEO on earth, was going to murder me for being late. Grabbing my bag, I sprinted out the door, completely unaware that today was about to become the most embarrassing day of my life. After 30 minutes, finally reached the front of my company building. I let out a deep sigh, trying to catch my breath. My heart was still racing from the mad dash, and my legs felt like jelly. With no dew, I entered by large glass doors. Out of breath and disfilled, I glanced at the clock on the wall. 10:10. I was beyond late. After a frantic rush to the office, I barely managed to slip into my chair, out of breath and exhausted. The stress of working under Min Yoongi, the company's cold perfectionist CEO, was already weighing on me, and now a pounding headache was making it worse. At evening 6:30, you sighed as you slumped in your office chair, rubbing your temples. You reached into your bag for a pill, barely glancing at the label before popping it into your mouth. 15 minutes later, your body felt hot, too hot. Your heart pounded like you had just ran a marathon, and an uncomfortable heat spread through your veins. Are you okay? A deep voice suddenly asked. You looked up, eyes wide. Min Yoongi stood beside your desk, arms crossed, his usual unreadable expression on his face. Yeah, yeah, just feeling a little weird. You stuttered, wiping sweat from your forehead. He narrowed his eyes. Weird, how? Before you could answer, your co-worker Jungkook came rushing in, waving a familiar pill bottle. Oh no, Uni, that was not your headache medicine. That was. You froze. No, 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 no. Viagara. Jungkook finished. Silence. Yoongi blinked. You ate what? Your soul left your body. I didn't mean to. You wailed, hiding your face in your hands. I thought it was my medicine. Jungkook, looking both amused and concerned, backed away. Oh, good luck, Uni. I'll just leave now. You glared at him. Don't leave me with the door shut. Yoongi shied, pinching the bridge of his nose. This is ridiculous. You groaned, feeling way too warm to function. What do I do? I can't go home like this. I live alone. What if something happens? A pause. Then Yoongi sighed again, rubbing his temples as if debating with himself. Fine, I'll stay with you tonight. Your eyes nearly popped out of your head. What if you collapse or have a bad reaction? Someone should be there, he said flatly. And knowing you, you will probably do something dumb like call the hospital and die of embarrassment. You gasped. I would not. He raised an eyebrow. Okay, maybe you would. After realizing you couldn't handle the situation alone, Yoongi let out an exasperated sigh before grabbing his car keys. Come on, I am driving you home. The ride was awkwardly silent, except for the occasional sighs from the YOONGI and your constant fidgeting. Your face burned, and you refused to meet his gaze, staring out of the window like the passing streetlights were the most interesting thing in the world. Once he parked in front of your apartment, you hesitated before stepping out. Thanks, I guess. He simply nodded. Just don't do anything stupid while you are alone. As you flumbered with your bag, you expected him to drive off immediately. After all, Min Yoongi wasn't the type to waste his time. But to your surprise, he turned off the engine, unbuckled his seatbelt, and opened his door. You turned around, eyes widening. Wait, you are actually coming in? He shot you a blank look. Do you really think I am going to leave you alone like this? Your face burned. I can handle myself. He shied, running a hand through his hair. Yeah, sure. And then I get a call tomorrow that you passed out from your stupidity. Move. Too stunned to argue, you stepped aside as he followed you inside. Later that night, Yoongi sat on your couch, flipping through his phone while you paced around your living room, drinking bottles of water to flush it out. Your face still burned, whether from the medicine or from the sheer embarrassment. You weren't sure. He glanced at you, unimpressed. You are acting like you just committed a crime. You groaned. I feel like I did. He shied, putting his phone down. Stop moving, Yoongi muttered. You are making me tired. I can't stay still, Yoongi. He gave you a bored look. Drink more water and stop shouting. You slumped down to the couch. I just want to forget this night ever happened. Yoongi smirked. Oh, you mean the part where you grabbed my arm and begged me not to leave? Your eyes widened. I did not. His smirk grew. Want me to play the recording? Your heart stopped. You didn't. He tapped his phone screen. You sure? Panicked. You lunged at him. Delete it. He tossed easily, holding his phone high while you struggled to reach it. He watched you with amusement, his smirk growing with every failed attempt. You are really bad at this, he teased. Tusk, you should be more careful. Who knows what else you might do if I leave you alone. Your face burned. I hate you. Hmm? He chuckled softly, leaning in close, his breath warm against your ear. If you keep teasing like this, I might just stay for the night, unless you are too embarrassed to handle it. The closeness and his husky tone made your face turn bright red, and you instinctively took a step back, heart racing. You groaned dramatically and flopped onto the couch. Yoongi barely moved, casually scrolling through his phone like babysitting his employee who accidentally overdosed on Viagara was just another Tuesday. Eventually, after hours of you suffering, the effects finally started wearing off. You slumped in relief, closing your eyes. Yoongi stood up, stretching. Finally, now I can go home. You cracked one eye open and grumbled. You are such a cool boss. At least say, I'm glad you are okay, or something. He grabbed his coat and looked at you for a long second. Then, with a tiny smirk, he muttered, Don't die of stupidity again. And with that, he left, leaving you blushing harder than before. The end.